Have you ever noticed a small change in your body and immediately felt a wave of worry? A bruise that appeared out of nowhere, forgetting someone's name mid-sentence, feeling tired earlier than you used to. It's easy to jump to the worst conclusion, especially after 60. We live in a world that constantly tells us to watch for symptoms, to monitor every ache, to treat every shift as a warning sign. Over time, that message sinks in. We begin to see normal aging as something dangerous. But here's the truth. Growing older is not an illness. It's a natural transition, a biological evolution. Your body isn't breaking down, it's adjusting. Today, we're going to talk about 5 common changes many adults experience later in life. These changes can feel unsettling at first, but in most cases, they are not signs of disease. They are simply signs of time doing what time has always done. Let's begin. Number 1. Skin that bruises more easily. One of the first things many people notice as they age is that their skin seems thinner. A small bump against a table leaves a mark. A light scratch takes longer to fade. Naturally, that can raise concern. But here's what's actually happening. As the years pass, the supportive layers beneath the skin gradually become thinner. Blood vessels sit closer to the surface and become a bit more delicate. So even minor pressure can cause light bruising. It doesn't automatically mean there's something wrong with your blood. It doesn't mean your body is failing. It means your protective cushioning isn't as thick as it once was. Think of it like a well-loved leather chair. It's still strong, still dependable, but softer in different ways than when it was brand new. You can support your skin by staying hydrated, using gentle moisturizers, and protecting it from harsh sunlight. But the goal isn't to undo aging, it's to work with your body's new rhythm. A bruise that lingers a little longer isn't always a red flag. Sometimes it's simply evidence of a life well lived. Number 2. Occasionally forgetting words or names. Have you ever walked into a room and paused, wondering why you went there? Or introduced someone only to blank on their name? Moments like that can be frightening. Many people immediately think about memory disorders. But occasional forgetfulness is very common with normal aging. Here's why. Your brain stores decades of experiences, conversations, skills, and knowledge. Over time, retrieving information may take slightly longer, not because it's gone, but because there's more stored. Imagine a large, beautiful library. The books are still there, but sometimes the librarian needs a moment to find the exact shelf. Slower recall is different from memory loss that disrupts daily life. If you forget a word and remember it later, that's normal. If you misplace your keys but retrace your steps and find them, that's normal. Persistent confusion, getting lost in familiar places, or forgetting close family members. Those are situations that deserve medical attention. But pausing mid-sentence to search for a word, that's often just your brain processing differently than it used to. To support cognitive health, stay mentally engaged. Read, learn something new. Have conversations that challenge you. Curiosity keeps neural pathways active. Aging doesn't empty your mind, it fills it. Sometimes it just takes a few extra seconds to open the right file. Number 3. Changes in sleep patterns. Maybe you feel ready for bed earlier than you used to. Maybe you wake up before sunrise, even if you went to sleep late. Or perhaps you nap in the afternoon without meaning to. It can feel like something is off. But your internal clock naturally changes over time. The body produces less melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep. Deep sleep cycles become shorter. Rest may feel lighter. This doesn't automatically mean something is wrong with your heart, thyroid, or brain. It often means your body prefers a different rhythm now. Instead of fighting it, try working with it. Create a calming evening routine. Dim the lights. Avoid heavy meals or bright screens before bed. Let your body settle gradually. Energy levels also shift because metabolism slows and recovery takes longer. That's not weakness, it's biology. However, there is an important distinction. If rest restores you, that's typical aging. If you feel exhausted no matter how much you sleep, that's worth discussing with a healthcare professional. Otherwise, an earlier bedtime may simply mean your body understands something important. Rest is valuable. And after decades of effort, you've earned it. Number 4. Feeling colder than you used to. Do you reach for a sweater while others seem comfortable? Do your hands or feet feel chilly more often? This is another change that surprises many adults. As metabolism slows, the body generates slightly less heat. There's also typically less insulating body fat than in earlier years. Circulation patterns shift. It can take longer for warm blood to reach the extremities. It's not necessarily poor health, it's thermodynamics. Even your sensory receptors become less responsive, meaning the same room temperature may genuinely feel cooler than it once did. The solution isn't fear, it's adaptation. Dress in layers. Keep your environment comfortably warm. Gentle movement, even light stretching or walking, improves circulation and generates natural heat. Feeling colder doesn't mean your body is malfunctioning. It means it's conserving energy differently now. There's wisdom in that efficiency. Number 5. Changes in hearing. You may notice conversations in crowded places feel harder to follow. High-pitched sounds may seem softer than before. Background noise may feel overwhelming. This can be frustrating, even isolating. Inside the inner ear are tiny sensory cells that detect sound vibrations. Over decades of exposure to noise, those cells gradually wear down. They don't regenerate, so higher frequencies are often the first to fade. This process is extremely common. It's not a failure, it's wear from faithful use. The brain also processes sound differently over time. Filtering background noise becomes more challenging, which is why busy restaurants may feel overstimulating. The key isn't withdrawal, it's adjustment. Sit closer during conversations. Reduce background noise when possible. Use subtitles while watching television. If needed, explore hearing devices. They are tools, not symbols of decline. And most importantly, stay socially connected. Avoiding interaction because of hearing challenges can affect emotional and cognitive health far more than the hearing change itself. You may hear less, but you understand more. And that depth of understanding is powerful. Closing thoughts. Aging brings visible and invisible changes. Some appear in the mirror. Others reveal themselves quietly in daily routines. But not every shift is a sign of illness. Many are signs of adaptation. Your body has carried you through years of work, relationships, challenges, and growth. It has repaired itself thousands of times without you even noticing. Now it simply operates at a different pace. There is wisdom in that pace. The balance lies in knowing when to seek medical care and when to offer yourself reassurance instead. When your skin thins, when your memory pauses, when your sleep pattern changes, when you reach for a sweater, when sounds feel different, pause before assuming the worst. Sometimes it's not a warning, it's a transition. Growing older is not about decline. It's about adjustment. It's about refinement. It's about living long enough to witness your body evolve, not against you, but alongside you. Be patient with it. Stay active in mind and spirit. And remember, aging does not reduce your value. It deepens it.